So watch the online yard sales. Here's another pro tip. Watch the online yard sales. I was able to buy 50 textbooks for 50 cents each from a college professor's wife. Oh, hitting it out of the park, girl. Nice.
Yeah.
job.
I was going to, our favorite app to use when it comes to yard sales, it's called Yard Sale Treasure Map. Yeah, Yard Sale Treasure Map. And it goes through all of the Craigslist yard sale things, and you can mark places and look for ones that just say specifically books.
And you can search terms in the yard sale listings and identify, there's 120 yard sales within 50 miles, but 35 of them mention books and 4 of them mention textbooks. And so, yeah.
Sweet. And guys, pro tip there. What's that called again?
Yard Sale Treasure Map.
Yard Sale Treasure Map. Can somebody put that in chat for me? That's awesome. All right. Kim is asking, from all your sourcing methods, what is the bulk of your profit coming from?
Depends on what we're doing that week.
Gosh. So a bookstore can take sometimes years to get, right? Sometimes the best accounts, go to them year after year after year, just checking in, saying hi, being trustworthy, being reliable, being a familiar face. And when I get that account, that one account can be tens of thousands of dollars to me even every single year.
Awesome.
So bookstores are incredible.
Awesome.
That being said, you put a lot of work into getting that account in the first place.
Right. Nice. So we've got another question coming in. How to prep for FBA. Colleen, can you watch the Facebook Live questions for me? Oh, that's what you're doing. She's doing that. Never mind. She's the boss of me. Okay. How to prep for FBA. Polybag, shrink wrap. What do you do?
We don't. The only books that we polybag are loose leaf binder editions of books, right?
Or some kind of weird, anything that wouldn't be what she just said. I probably polybag a dozen books a year other than loose leaf books.
Wow.
I don't polybag hardly any of them.
Wow.
Now, the exception would be, we had a rare 1973 oddball book that it was a terribly small print run. We ended up selling it for about $200. I polybagged it.
Yeah.
So something really odd and weird like that I do, but it's probably less than 12 a year.
So basically the books, they just go as they are. I mean, you would
they're so durable.
Right down in the box, right? I mean,
yeah.
And where's the label go? Where's your label?
It goes on the back over top of when there is a barcode on the back, right. An ISBN. Okay. That's where the FBA label goes. Yeah. And then I used to work in the warehouse at a publishing company. So when you pack the boxes, you want to put the spines facing the outside of the boxes. But they're so durable. And keep in mind that books, you can get a book that's already been sold on Amazon 2, 3, 5, 10 times, and it just keeps turning itself over because they are so durable.
Nice. So, okay, awesome. Do you suggest the buy price or do they give you the price? Okay, so I think she's asking, Mishika, I think you might be asking how do they determine their price based on the buy box price? So you're asking price based on the buy box price. And how do you determine that? Say the buy box price is $69.99. Mm-hmm. And you bought the book for $20. How do you determine, are you going to match buy box when you send it in? How are you going to do your pricing there?
Generally, we respond to the market. We don't create the market. And we might wait for the market to get to us. If we know the market's going to be great in December, January, and we bought this book in, October, we know it's going to get higher. We might look at some Keepa charts, but we respond to the market. We don't really manipulate it because we don't have that power.
Right.
So whatever the buy box is, for the most part, we're going to it unless it's kind of under, and then we'll wait for the season to hit, especially if we have fewer of them. If we have a higher quantity, then we might try to sell, we might try to step it a little bit.
Right. And
one thing,
speaking more specifically about textbooks when you're saying that.
Right.
Seasonal.
And one thing she might be asking, I'm not sure if she is or not, because I didn't, she might be asking about how do we determine the price when we're buying the books from the professor or from the bookstore or something like that.
That's what she was asking. Sorry, Ms. Sheik, I misinterpreted that. Do you suggest the buy price or do they give you the price? Yeah.
I always suggest it. And I value what they value. Because remember, I'm buying something that they did not have for sale for the most part.
Gotcha.
And buying what's not for sale, it keeps all the competition out. It's what's great about our angle at this business.
Just like if you went to the yard sale, the books are probably in the house. So you're buying what's not for sale.
Gotcha.
And a lot of times we'll go over with a yard sale, for example. I'll see some good books there. I'll know that I'm looking at a reader and a good collection. I'll just say, what do you want for everything? They're going to go to a good home, and I'm not going to, I'm open about selling them.
Right.
But I want them all, and any leftovers I have, I donate away or whatever.
Right.
Valuing what they value is extremely important. And it's also important when you're doing RA, I feel, because a store only has a limited amount of shelf space. And there's some stuff that they might have been sitting on, they just want to get rid of. And they might not want the person who's going to pay them the most for it, but the person who's going to take all of it right now, get it off my shelf so I can put stock that's going to move up. Right. And it's the same way with people. Maybe they value money, maybe they value time, maybe they value space. So you have to find out from them what they value.
A lot of times they value listening, which I'm not doing a good job of right now. I just was dying to say it. No, because
they don't listen to me.
Right? No, but seriously, a lot of times I'll go to these professors' offices and it's like I'm a therapist. There was one.
Oh my goodness.
In particular, I was in his office.
Do tell.
Every single appointment I had with him was at least an hour. But then I would also leave with $300 worth of books that I paid out $300, where I'd resell it for $15 to $2,000. Right. And other times he happened to be one of my better customers. When he retired, I spent about $2,500 with him in one setting. And I ended up selling those books for a small fortune. It was great.
Nice. And he said, I'm going to miss my therapy sessions, Nick.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
What he said.
That's relationships.
Yeah.
We've even had lunch together, even though he's not getting books anymore. We still, it's happened a couple of times where he's like, hey, I need somebody to eat with, whatever. So.
Oh, that's so awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so Gary's saying Nick's sweatshirt is awesome. Go Big Blue.
That's right, baby.
Oh, you Kentucky people. I see how y'all are. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Patsy says, I believe that therapist remark.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kimberly says, I'll often post that I'm in search of used college textbooks. Message me when you have something and I will give you cash. It's amazing how many people keep your information on hand semester to semester. So I have repeat customers that way. So
absolutely.
That's good. So you guys probably doing that sort of thing as well. Okay. Let's see. Kim saying I should add that's on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
And Linda, the jackets get dusty and sometimes little tears or they fold over a little. And do you still send them into FBA with no protection, polybag, etc.? You just pulled up and showed me it has a dust jacket on it, right? And you're not worried about that getting caught in the machinery or thrown on the floor or something like that. It's going as a used book, so it's still a used book, right?
I mean, we've sold, thousands and thousands of them. And do those mistakes ever happen? Sure. But so far, so good.
And keep in mind, I mean, Amazon has a reputation to uphold, and they've invested millions of dollars in how they handle people's merchandise. And so even though it's getting thrown around, books are durable. They're not glass. They're not plastic that if you drop it, it's going to shatter. And it's all the perception of the customer who's getting it, not your perception of it.
Right. That's true. So smart. Well, I tell you what, this has been this has been the short version of a long discussion we need to have. We need to deep dive on this further. Anitra, you and I have already talked about some ideas of how we can bring some more information to our members to really help them look at books as a way to build their inventory, build their capital as they're going forward. And so we're going to hopefully be bringing more information to you guys as we go forward. And we usually try to keep our webinars right at about an hour, but the questions were coming in so fast and furious. We've gone over a little bit. Here's another question I'm going to have to get to. Do you guys do you do Amazon to Amazon flips with books?
We've done a few. Our friend Caleb, that's, really where he excels at it. It's not something that we do because we're so relationship driven. If you are somebody with who can't get out, you have an illness, or for whatever reason you have to be home. What are you laughing at?
No. I mean, other people can do it too.
Other people can do it too.
If you're in rough shape, you should buy it online.
Yeah, buy it online.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, this is an important thing because there are some people who really can't do get out there and hustle, that kind of thing that we teach with RA. Mm-hmm. And so really Amazon to Amazon flips is more an OA style, an online arbitrage style of book buying and selling, right?
It is. And the only thing I know about it that I constantly see people talking about is if you're going to flip books for sale on Amazon and buy them on Amazon, you can't buy a book Prime and then flip it and sell it Prime again. It has to come from a merchant fulfilled seller.
I will say this, as far as textbooks go, there have been occasions, without getting too deep into it, there have been occasions where we've had volume 2 of a two book set that I got from the professor, and I would buy volume 1, then create the bundle, or not even necessarily create the bundle, but the bundle's already existing. I'd bundle them together and then sell them in like that.
Smart. That's a great way to think about building your sales in a way that probably somebody else is passing it by. They're like, well, I don't have volume 2, so I can't sell that. They pass it by, but you can get that one online.
Absolutely.
Smash it together. You're off and gone. Perfect. Okay, so Anitra and Nick also run a free Facebook group that's called
Amazon FBA Sellers.
I was going to get that wrong. Say that one again. Amazon
FBA Sellers.
All right, so you guys are welcome to hop over there and join their group and see what other great information that they provide over there. And so we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. If you guys were on the webinar tonight and you saw value, make sure you shout out in the group to Nick and Anitra Jump. We appreciate them, and we appreciate each one of you for being here. Once again, get your Branson tickets. They're going, this is not just a sell, guys. This is honest God truth. We only have 228 chairs. I mean, like literally 228 human bodies that's all we can accommodate. And we will be taking the conference opportunity to the boys. I call them my boys, Andy and Nathan and Liron's big, amazing freedom group, which is about 12,000 strong right now. So we will be taking that opportunity over there pretty soon. And, I know that Nitra and Nick have shared this opportunity with others, and we did handcraft it for our group. We really feel like this is OARA at its best. And we're going to be coming in there with guns blazing. You don't want to miss it. Appreciate each one of you for being here. I'm getting a lot of people saying thanks so much. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. Nitra, go hug those children. Last.
I hope they're asleep.
They're asleep. Okay, well, from the doorway. Nick, thank you for doing your Vanna White routine for us.
Of course.
And showing us your gear. We appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here, guys.